New Japan, the first night of the G1 Climax, 30. It was absolutely great. We had the A block, the first match of the A block. Will Ospreay defeat Yujiro Takahashi, and the standing ovation, even when he was coming out, and even after his match, was unbelievable. The amount of support that Will Ospreay got, the fans were just welcoming him. Seeing the fans welcome him back was incredible.
Yes, it was. It was great to see. It was awesome to check out. And I thought, you know me, Alex, I'm one of the bigger Will Ospreay fans out there. Hence the T-shirt behind me. To me, he's a special guy. He's young, coming up. Of course, the incident happened that was coming out when the speak out stuff. He didn't do anything to anybody, but
No.
uh, basically he was blackballing people out of shows and stuff. He said, which whatever. That's moved on. We moved past it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I think was big to see him back, and it only adds to the roster. And then of course, uh, Alex, if you don't, I'm just going to announce the next match, and then you can do the rest of them if that's cool with you.
Okay.
To get into this for a quick second, Jeff Cobb losing to Tai Chi, but of course the bigger news is that Jeff Cobb has officially chosen the company he's going to be working for. It was down to NXT, AEW, New Japan, and Ring of Honor. He has chosen New Japan as the company where I believe he could still do a partnership with Ring of Honor, but he has officially, from what I read, he has chosen New Japan as his company. He was the biggest free agent on the market at the time, and this is a massive, massive, massive get.
Oh yeah. It's a big signing. And I'm excited to see Jeff Cobb. I want to see him in matches against Minoru Suzuki, Tomohiro Ishii, mostly the big physical guys, and even Shingo Takagi. 'Cause I really believe those matches would be great to watch and incredible to see.
The first time I saw Jeff Cobb wrestle Alex, it was at Madison Square Garden in 2019 at the G1 Supercard show at MSG WrestleMania weekend. He was in the opening match with Will Ospreay, and of course, I'm a huge Will Ospreay fan. I've mentioned it a billion times already. You might as well take a drink after I mention it. You'll be drunk. But yeah, so I was excited for Will Ospreay. I had no idea who Jeff Cobb was. I had no idea who he was. I knew he was representing Ring of Honor in the match, and then I saw him wrestle, and I went, "Whoa, this guy, this guy's a special talent for his size and his ability. Really, really good. Everything like that, and his style, power, but also takes some risks.
Oh yeah, he's not afraid to take risk at all. And
Match won the match, and he beat Will Ospreay at the show, and I was so angry, But I think it's a great sign for New Japan. Huge,
it
huge,
definitely is. And
So
the match he had against Tai Chi, it came to a surprise to me because I did not expect Jeff Cobb to lose his first match back with New Japan, and I thought he would be able to avoid the disaster on the floor with Tai Chi hitting him in the back with that ring hammer, and then just because of his quickness and size alone, you would think he'd be able to avoid that. But that was the pivotal point in that matchup, and from there on, it just favored Tai Chi the rest of the way through.
yeah, for sure. And then you look at it, and Jeff Cobb's been wrestling over in New Japan, but in the U.S. shows, but they got him over here to Japan, which is interesting. I don't think Kenta's in the tournament, is he?
He is. He's in the B block.
Kenta is in the. Oh, that's right. Yes, he is. So it seems like they got everybody back. So that's a big thing.
It definitely is.
So yeah, continue, Alex, with recapping the matches for
And
us.
then after the Jeff Cobb Tai Chi match, the score is for Osprey. Before that, Osprey has 2 points. Tai Chi now has two. And then the match after Tai Chi versus Jeff Cobb, the A block match, Minoru Suzuki defeats Tomohiro Ishii with a 13-minute time limit.
I'm gonna just A block, B blocks. I'm glad they're doing just the A block one night, B block the next night. That's the way
Yeah,
to
I
go.
think that's definitely the way to go because it's confusing if you have just the A block and B block combined in one
Yeah,
match,
it's too
one
much.
night. It's
It's
too much.
overwhelming. Yeah,
So
but
Suzuki has 2 points, Ishii 0. The match after that was Jay White defeating Shingo Takagi in 19 minutes and 28 seconds.
phenomenal match.
Jay came out with 2 points, Shingo came out with 0. And then
Yeah,
the final match, Kota Ibushi defeats Okada in 21 minutes and 35 seconds, with Ibushi now scoring 2 points and Okada 0.
I thought it was great. I thought it was an excellent match. I thought, and it was expected to be a good match. You know what you're gonna get from Ibushi and Okada at this point. They have a rivalry. They know each other really
Yeah,
well.
they definitely do.
But to see Jay White back was awesome to see as well. That got me excited. So we'll see.
And they were all really good matches. I liked how Jay White was able to derail Shingo, slow him down, and distract him by using the referee as like a cover and just throwing the referee in front of him. So that's how he was able to take the victory because he was able to slow down Shingo and really have him lose focus. And
Absolutely.
what I did not like about this show, the only thing I didn't like about it was how they opened up with a Young Lion match.
They do that every show. They're doing that tomorrow too.
Yeah, I just feel like they should just open up with like the A block matches instead of just having.
But I don't mind it because it's giving guys opportunity to show what the future holds for New Japan. Like I don't mind it. I like that they do that. It's kind of like a warm up a little bit. So they're doing it again tomorrow with Go Tsutsuchi versus Gabriel Kidd. They're doing it tomorrow, so they're gonna do it. I didn't mind it. They always do the G1 climax really well.
Oh yeah, every year is like outstanding. They always know how to properly book these matches and really have the fans excited and really looking forward to these events. It's amazing to
And
see
really
how
quick,
far New Japan comes along every year with these G1 climaxes.
yeah. All right, Alex. So really quick, we have about 4 more minutes left before we go to our finisher because we're running low on time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so of course tomorrow, as I said, Yota Tsuchi versus Gabriel Kidd. It's gonna open. You got Juice Robinson versus Yoshihashi. So Juice is back.
Yep.
Um,
And then you have Goto and Kenta.
yes, Hiroki Goto and Kenta continue their rivalry after they had it at Wrestle Kingdom for the Never Openweight Championship. That was a rivalry that continued really well.
Zack
Uh,
Sabre versus Evil, and then Tanahashi takes on Naito in the
you
last.
forgot two. You forgot Toru Yano versus Sonata.
Oh yeah, Yano and Sonata are in the middle there.
They're in the middle there, but I'm curious about Zack Sabre and Evil. I'm very curious how that goes. And look, you look at the similarities between the two. It's very close. They're both are mat style wrestlers. And even Tanahashi and Naito. I'm curious how that goes. I think Naito's gonna win, but we'll see. I know I said the B block was more exciting than the A block.
I kind of can see that. I kind of agree with you because
No, I'm gonna go back on that. I think the
oh,
A block is more exciting.
but for me, I feel like the B block has a lot of potential too. A lot of exciting matches in these events. I'm really looking forward to see how the A block. I want to see how the A block and B block meet in these matches.
A block I think has more star power. You know, when you look at some of the stuff that and you look at some of the matches, the potential like Jay White, Will Ospreay, Okada, Ibushi.
You got Hiroki Goto.
That's in the A block, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I
Hmm.
just feel like there's so much star power there. Not that B block doesn't have that with Naito and Evil and Kenta and Sanada, but I think the bigger names are kind of more leaning towards the A block, and the B block has more of the kind of the mid carders, except for of course Naito and Evil and Tanahashi. Maybe if you want to put Kenta, but we'll see. Look, both blocks are phenomenal.
Oh yeah, they definitely are. It's going to be an interesting couple week. How long is this event run to? Oh wait, It runs. Hold on.
It
Hold on.
runs till I got it. It's gonna get to. Let's see when the final is. It goes to October 18th.
Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks to see how it all unfolds and who really gets to the semifinal and then the actual final. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all comes full circle.
The finals will be in Ryogoku, uh, Japan. So Saturday they're gonna have the final of the A, the final of the B, and then you know, pretty much, I mean, there's no. Wait to remember, there's no finals for the there's no finals for the G1 Climax because whoever has the most points in A fights the person with the most points in the B. That's the final. So it's all about points and everything like that.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about who has the most points and who makes a steady comeback and actually comes back and wins the whole event. Who do you think has the best chance to do that, Josh? Who on the A block and B block right now has the best chance to bounce back?
Ah man, you know it's interesting for me. I think the B block. I I'm trying to. I could see the B block. I'm gonna go Kenta.
So you would say Kenta would bounce back and win the whole thing.
I'm gonna say Kenta wins the. Are you saying for who wins the block or who?
Who wins the block?
Yeah, yeah. So Kenta, I think will win the B block. And then I think I'm gonna go Ibushi wins the A block, and I think Kenta wins the whole thing.
Okay, yeah, I definitely could see that happening, because I think when was it the last time they had the G1? Because last year I remember I was watching. I remember very well. I watched the G1 Climax last year, and I can't remember exactly who it was, but someone came back and they won the whole thing, and it was incredible.
I know. Well, Ibushi. It was Ibushi that won it last year. He beat, I believe it was Jay White in the finals. I believe it was to win the G1. But I'm gonna go Kenta this year. I think Kenta's gonna be in for really a big year. I would, I'm kind. I like to see a little rivalry between him and Naito. So we'll see.